Good morning, class. So today we are going to study the poem Geography lesson from English Literature book, chapter 4. Now, the poem The Geography lesson is written by Zulfikar Ghosh. He is a famous poet and novelist who was born in India before independence. Now, after independence, he might have migrated to Pakistan and now he might have settled in USA. Now, about this poem, the geography lesson, it is a 24-line single stanza poem that does not have any rhyming scheme. Now, when I say that does not have any rhyming scheme, I mean it is a free verse. Okay? Now, in the poem, the poet talks about three important things. First, how everything looks from the sky. Second, how civilization was established and the reason behind the unorganized settlement. And the third, it's a question to himself that why people hate each other. Now, it basically tells us how we people, how we human have created boundaries apart for each other and living into a place called Earth. Now let's move to the poem. I have divided the poem into 3 stanzas. See, as I told you before, the poem is basically of 1 stanza, but I have divided into 3 to explain you according to the 3 question. Okay, so we'll see the part 1. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing its scale 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. Now the part 1 speaks here that when the jet sprang into the sky, when it took off from its place into the sky, it was clear, it was crystal clear. That means the poet had understood why the city had developed the way it had. That because everything looks so small from miles, it seems like a 6 inches. Now when you take off a flight and when you see the earth from top, you see your city from the top, it looks so small. An area, the airport itself looks like a 1 centimeter from the top, right? So after the jet sprang into the sky, it was crystal clear for the poet why it had developed into such big miles, because he was able to see everything from the bird's eye view. It became really certain that everything developed unplanned, without style, without proper planning, and without any principle of organization on the ground. The poet here repeats the first line again. When the jet sprang into the sky, he saw all this when the aeroplane was in the air. So first stanza tells you the reason that answers you the first question which I told you before. How everything looked from the sky, right? So everything looked really haphazard, everything looked really unplanned, which was unorganized, without style, right? It didn't have any proper planning. Now part 2. When the jet reached 10,000 miles, when the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear the country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. The logic of geography that the land and water attracted men was clearly delineated when the jet reached 10,000 feet. Now here, the part 2, the second part. The poet here says that when the plane reached 10,000 feet in the sky, the poet understood why the cities of countries are located near the rivers and also the valleys are so populated. Why? Next, the poet provides the logic of geography, which is clearly depicted. That is the reason made people settle in an unorganized way. Here, according to him, land and water, which are the lifeline and reason for our survival, attracted the early humans. The land here refers to the green land on which we cultivate food and make shelter. Okay. Now, like the previous stanza, the poet repeats the line, when the jet reached 10,000 feet, to tell that he came to know about all this only when the airplane was 10,000 feet up in the sky and could see the land and the water. Now, as I told you, the second question, right? How the civilization was established. This was his second question. So now, after going 1,000 feet up, he is able to understand and realize how the civilization was built. What was the reason behind it, and why people were settled near to water, rivers, and cultivated lands? Because it is the lifeline for people. People cannot live without food and water. So this made them to settle in an unorganized way. Now let's look for the part 3. When the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear the earth was round and that it had more sea than land, but it was difficult to understand that the men on earth found causes to hate each other, to build wall across cities and to kill. From that height, it was not clear why. Now, this is a very important paragraph of the poem because it reveals the message. It reveals the realization of the poet. In the third part, the poet says that when the airplane was at the height of around 6 miles, it became clear that the earth is round and it has more sea. More of water than of land. According to him, he could not understand why people hate each other on earth. When we build walls, that means when we build borders for each other across cities and kill each other. Here means the countries fighting, the World War I, the World War II, and the fightings for each other, where the countries fight for each other to overtake the other country. At such height, the poet sees a single earth and wonders why people are divided, and he could not understand. So here, he is not able to get the answer for the third question. Now, which was the third question? The third question was he was not able to find the reason behind the unorganized settlement, and the third question to himself, why people hate each other. He was not able to understand, even after coming miles apart at the top peak of height an aeroplane could reach. He is not able to still find the solution of why have people created boundaries when the nature has created the earth as one. When the nature has kept us one human, one people, then why have we divided ourselves into caste, criticism, religion, cities, countries, etc.? What is the reason behind it? So he is not able to find the answer for this. Now, if you look at the conclusion of the story, or in simple words, the moral of the story, this poem, the geography lesson, is about a person's realization about the fact of oneness of humanity against the dividation of boundary, of caste, of religion. It gives us a beautiful thought of togetherness, oneness. Thus, this poem gives us a beautiful message that yet being divided, yet being apart, yet living in certain boundaries in form of land or countries, and at the top what you find is, as a human, we are one. So on the top, when he goes, in spite of all the restrictions we have, when you go at the top and see, we all are one. We all are united. The best example what you could see is today's period. The whole world is united today. Why? Because we all know the whole world is suffering from corona pandemic. Everyone is fighting with the same disease, and each and every human, no matter what caste, no matter what religion you are, no matter which country you belong, no matter which city you belong, no matter what color you are, nothing matters. What matters is we are one, we are human. We are made to help each other. Today is the best example of humanity at this era 2020 we are able to see. The whole earth is united to help each other. Now, according to the poet, it is only the dividation of boundaries, dividation of languages that keeps us apart. Otherwise, we are not apart. We all are one. We all are human. Thank you.